everybody, this is Module 7, Lesson 2. Again, I'm not sure if this is one of the ones that I included in your spring break packet. If I did, just check along with what you wrote. If I didn't, then you can just pause the video and for each problem, work it out and then see if you got the same thing I did. Like I said in the last video, the way I solve it does not have to be the way you solved it. So please don't think there's just a one way to solve these problems. As long as you're coming up with the same solution as me, then that's good. All right, use the read, draw, write process to solve the problems. Use a letter to represent the unknown. Joey needs to bake 36 cookies for a party. He needs 36. He has baked 12 cookies. So he needs 36. That's my total that I need. He already baked 12. He bakes cookies in batches of 12. Oh, so he doesn't go by one. He goes by 12 every single time. How many more batches does he need to make? Okay, well, this is a two-step problem. I need to figure out how many more cookies does he need to make, first of all. He needs 36. He's already done 12. So to figure out what the rest of this is the unknown. I'm going to subtract 36 minus 12 to see how many cookies he needs to still bake first. I don't have to do any decomposing or any of that because I can do 6 minus 2, which gives me 4, and 3 tens minus 1 10, which gives me 2 tens. So he's got 24 cookies he still needs to make. That was step 1. 36 minus 12 equals, I'm going to do C for cookies, and he still needs 24. But I'm not done. It didn't ask how many cookies he needs to make. It asked how many more batches does he need to make. And it said that he bakes cookies in batches of 12. That means there's 12 in every single batch. He's got 24 still he needs to do. So if I'm going by 12, batch 1 would give me 12. Batch 2 would give me the 24 that he still needs to bake. So he still needs to bake. And we're going to put B kind of looks like a 6. Let's do M for make. It's an awful M. M equals 2. He still needs to make 2 more batches. Why? Because each batch has 12 in them. He needs 24 more cookies, but every single batch, he's baking 12 at a time. So he needs to make 2 more batches. Why? 12 plus 12 gives us 24 cookies. And that's how many more he needed to do. 24 divided by 12 gives me M. And M equals 2. He needs to make 2 more batches. Okay, so that was the first one. Joy has a bag of 50 erasers. All right, before I even move on, I know my total. She has 50. 14 are pink. I'm going to do 14 and put a P for pink. 18 are yellow. I'm going to make this one a little bit longer because 18 is more than 14. And write Y for yellow. The rest are green. Oh, but I don't know how many green there are. How many green erasers are there? I had a feeling they're going to ask me that. Well, I know my total, and they're different numbers. Remember in the last video, if we knew our total and they were the same numbers, we divided. Well, these are different numbers. So I know I'm going to be subtracting at some point to figure out what the green is. But this is, again, a two-step word problem. I want to figure out how many pink and yellow we got together. That's going to help me figure out how many to take away from my total. So I had 14 pink. I have 18 yellow. 8 plus 4 is 12. So I can carry the 1. 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3. Yes, I add the normal way. I don't do the Common Core. I don't put it down here at the bottom. But you can. That, again, doesn't matter how you solve it. Whatever way you want to do it. All right, so 32 is what these two make. I need to figure out how many green there are. Well, I know my total is 50. These two together made 32, so I'm going to subtract to get this leftover amount. So 50 That's my total, minus 32. I cannot do 0 minus 2. So I need to go over to my tens place and decompose one of my tens. This becomes a 4, and I'm going to give it to my ones place. 10 ones minus 2 ones is 8 ones. 4 tens minus 3 tens is 1 10. So I need to rewrite that as an equation now, because equations are always written horizontally, not vertically. So 50 minus 32. Let's see what letter. How many green erasers are there? I can do G for green, or I can do E for eraser. I'm just going to do green because there were yellow erasers and there was pink erasers. So I'm going to do G for green erasers. And there are 18. I can check this but by adding these three, no longer a question mark. I can add these three together. 18 plus 18 plus 14 should give me my total of 50. Let's try it. 18, 18, and 14 should give me a total of 50. 8 and 8 make 16. 16 and 4 make 20. So put my 0, carry the 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 plus 1 is 4. 4 plus 1 is 5. There's my total. So all three of these make my total. I'm going to put my little boxer in my final amount. All right, C. Cade has 2 rugs on the floor. Okay, I'm going to stop there. 1, 2. Each rug, we know that each means 1 rug. That's a clue word that I taught them throughout the year. Each means 1. Each rug is 4 feet long and 2 feet wide. And it doesn't matter where you put the numbers. You could put it on either side. What is the total area of the 2 rugs? So area for a rectangle or a square is length times width. And again, doesn't matter which one comes first when you multiply. So 2 times 4 equals 8. But they didn't ask me how much is 1 rug. It asked me what's the total of both of these, of the 2. So I have 8 and I have 8. So 8 plus 8 gives me 16. 16 feet. Let me write that as an equation. Just real quick, 8 plus 8, really easy. What's the total area of the 2 rugs? I'm going to use a area. And the area equals 16 feet. Again, doesn't matter if you use the same letter as me, as long as you can justify what letter you're using and it doesn't look like a number or another letter that could be confusing. All right, the last one of these, a St. Bernard weighs 98 pounds, okay? A poodle weighs 39 pounds less, P for poodle, than the St. Bernard. How much does the poodle weigh? This isn't a 2-step word problem at all. It didn't ask me for their combined weights. It didn't ask me for the total of both their weights. It just said, how much is the poodle? Well, the poodle is not 39 pounds. The poodle is 39 pounds less than the St. Bernard. So it's going to be smaller than the St. Bernard. To get a smaller amount, I'm going to subtract 98 minus 39. Here's the issue. I can't do 8 minus 9. So I need to go over to the tens place and decompose it. 1 less than 9 is 8. I'm going to add 10 to my ones and now I have 18. Now I can subtract. Do all your decomposing first. 18 minus 9 is 9. 8 minus 3 is 5. So how much does a poodle weigh? 59 pounds. Let's write that as an equation. 98 minus 39 equals P for poodle, and the poodle weighs 59 pounds. Now, if it asks you for the combined weight or the total of the 2, then you would add those 2 together. But it didn't ask, it just asked how much the poodle weighs. Bye.